Welcome to today's episode of Spelling Bee Ninja, where we dive into the nuances of English grammar. In this session, we will explore the past continuous tense. This tense is vital for expressing ongoing actions that were happening at a specific moment in the past or actions that were interrupted. We'll break down its structure, how to use it effectively, and provide examples that will help you grasp this essential aspect of English grammar. So, let's get started. The past continuous tense is quite fascinating as it allows us to paint rich pictures of our stories and experiences. It is formed by using the past tense of the verb to be, which is was or were, followed by the present participle of the main verb, which ends in ing. For instance, when we say, I was eating, was is the auxiliary verb, while eating is the present participle. This structure is used to depict actions that were ongoing at a specific time in the past. This is particularly important when we want to set the scene for something that happened later. For example, in the sentence I was walking in the park when it began to rain, the action of walking was ongoing until the rain interrupted it. The past continuous is often paired with the past simple tense. This combination helps to indicate interruptions. Let's examine another example. She was studying for her exams when her friend called her. Here, studying is the continuous action that gets interrupted by her friend's call. Understanding when to use this tense can greatly enhance your storytelling skills and your ability to converse in English. The past continuous tense is typically used in three main scenarios. First, to describe an action that was in progress at a particular moment in the past. This helps create a vivid picture of what was happening around that time. For instance, they were playing soccer at 3 p.m. yesterday. Second, it is used to show two actions happening simultaneously in the past. For example, while I was reading, my brother was watching TV. Both actions were ongoing at the same time and add depth to the narrative. Third, it specifies an action that was interrupted by another action. Let's take I was taking a shower when the doorbell rang. Here, the act of showering was ongoing until the doorbell rang, making the sentence more engaging and detailed. Knowing when to use the past continuous tense can be incredibly useful in both spoken and written English. It adds detail and context to your conversations. But it's essential to remember that not every past action requires the past continuous tense. If the action is complete, we would typically use the past simple. For example, I slept for 8 hours. There's no ongoing action here, it's simply a statement about a completed action. Next, let's talk about forming negative and interrogative sentences in the past continuous. To create a negative sentence, we place not after the auxiliary verb. For example, I was not watching television. In questions, we invert the subject and the auxiliary verb, like so, was she dancing at the party? These forms are crucial when you want to express what wasn't happening or ask questions about ongoing past actions. Let's discuss some common time markers that accompany the past continuous tense. Phrases like while, when, at that moment, and at that time often signal the use of this form. For instance, while I was cooking, the lights went out. These markers guide listeners or readers through the narrative, enhancing clarity and engagement. Let's look at practical scenarios where mastering the past continuous can be advantageous. In storytelling, you might say, when I arrived, everyone was laughing and having fun. This not only illustrates the action of arriving but also the ongoing activity of laughter. In casual conversations, if someone asks you what you were doing last weekend, you might respond, I was studying and preparing for my test. Sharing ongoing actions creates a connection with your audience. Finally, let's emphasize the importance of learning and using the past continuous tense. It enriches your language skills, allowing you to communicate with greater depth. Whether you're telling a story, discussing your day, or describing events, the past continuous tense equips you with a powerful tool to express various nuances in English. Remember, practice makes perfect. Continue using what you've learned today in your conversations. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. Keep an eye out for elements of the past continuous tense in books, movies, and conversations. By doing so, you'll reinforce what you have learned and enhance your English proficiency. Today, we delved into the intricacies of the past continuous tense. We learned how to form it by using was or were with the present participle of a verb. We discussed its primary uses, to describe ongoing actions, simultaneous actions in the past, and actions that were interrupted. We also explored how to make negative and interrogative forms, as well as how to include time markers to clarify the tense. Understanding the past continuous is not just about grammar rules, it's about enhancing your communication skills and storytelling abilities, helping you express different layers of meaning in your conversations. Thank you for joining us today on Spelling Bee Ninja. We hope you found this exploration of the past continuous tense both informative and enjoyable. Remember, mastering English grammar takes practice, and every step you take brings you closer to fluency. Don't hesitate to revisit this lesson as you continue enhancing your English skills. Until next time, keep practicing and happy learning.